What's up and welcome back to the channel. So tonight is just a chill Saturday night and thought I would come down and do a couple wheel swaps. So recently on some reels I opened up two of the cars I was most interested in from the latest Hot Wheels track day set. Or is it race day set? I think it's race day. But we have the Audi R8 and then we have the Porsche, what is this, the 930? The Porsche 935. So this one for sure with that metallic paint. I did the reel, opened this out in the sun, and man, this thing was just shining out there. And you could not tell that the paint was that nice when it was in the blister. So sometimes it definitely pays to crack these open. But these two cars, like I said, gonna get some wheel swaps. So got the goods. So these are just your basic 10-spoke white wheels here that I got from my buddy over at Mod My Ride. And Jason, the real Jason on Instagram, he actually swapped this Audi out for the white 10 spokes and it really popped. And you can see it has the white cage. Then we got all these other kind of like white graphics here with the racing livery. And I just thought it popped and looked super good. So I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon. And then also the Porsche, I don't know, these like turbo or Eurofan wheels, they just don't do it for me. It's just no detail. It's just a solid chunk of plastic. And it's like from a distance, you can't even tell, like it just looks plain. You can't even see the texture. So I'm hoping that these will kind of bring this casting to light a little bit. I also have some white T37s, which I know I've done that like a million times on this channel, but we will see. And another interesting thing, this Porsche has just the normal axle width front and back, where most Porsches have the wider axles in the back. So this will be a lot easier on the wheel swap as I don't have to make any custom axles. Okay, so I have all my tools over here to my left, and I'm going to go drill these out and get them ready for the swap. And as always, I will leave a link down below for my detailed wheel swap video. I'm not gonna do all the drilling and stuff here on camera, but all the info is in that video link down below. So if you wanna learn more on some Hot Wheels wheel swaps, then you can check that out. But I'll go drill these and we will be right back. And just like that, both cars are drilled and apart. They both came apart really nice. So I'm actually curious to see. So here there is the plastic windshield, and then look at that, the roll cage is actually like a whole separate piece. That's actually pretty crazy. That's really cool actually. And then here we have the interior. Man, look, this is like super like race car looking, just like super flat bottom. Like look how wide the side skirts and the front splitter and the rear splitter are. Pretty cool. So one thing I want to try, usually on the premium cars, I Dremel to get these tabs out of the way to get the wheels out. But I think I want to try to use a screwdriver or something and just try to bend them out of the way. And then that way they will be there to kind of push back down over the new wheels. And let's get this Porsche apart as well. That's pretty neat. Got the Porsche window banner. And this one doesn't have quite as cool of a cage. I wonder maybe I could paint that silver here while I got the car all taken apart. We will do the same here. Try to just, I mean, these tabs look really folded over, so these might have to be Dremeled. Okay, so we did end up going out and using the Dremel to get those stock wheels out. These tabs were just pressed over like way too far to try to get any good leverage and bend it back. So we're gonna start with the Audi because I know 100% for sure that we're going with the white 10 spokes. It's already a tried and true design, like I said, by my buddy Jason. So we are gonna stick with it. So wheels are in. Look at that, even just like a exoskeleton car. Actually looks pretty freaking cool. We might have to do something else with this later on. But I feel like you could get pretty creative doing something. Put the window back in. All right, well, that was fun. If you saw some sense of confusion there. So I was drilling these cars out over the garbage can, trying not to make a mess. And then when I put it back together, I saw that hole, and these side vent plastic pieces like snap in separately, and one of them had fallen out into the garbage can. So I just had to go dig through our garbage can to find the piece that fell out. So that was exciting. That is pretty crazy. It has these little inserts. So that's something else you can kind of mess around with when customizing this as well. You could pop that out and paint it. So let's go for round 2 here, putting this car back together. I'm still really impressed with the cage in this thing and think there is definitely some potential in the future for some kind of like exoskeleton car. Those side tabs are a pain in the butt because they want to constantly fall out the whole time. Okay, I think we are snapped back together. I got my handy screws here ready to go in. Man, I am on the struggle bus tonight, but it is a Saturday, so no one's in a hurry. Just out here doing some wheel swaps. And there we have it. Good as new. Man, that just really pops. So those white wheels, yeah. So good call by Jason on this one. I think these look killer. So I like to stick with the 10 spokes. I think the 10 spokes are kind of like the more like racy themed wheels that Hot Wheels makes. So I think on any like track looking car, I think these 10 spokes definitely hit pretty good. So now off to the Porsche. So let's try a couple wheels on it. I guess first we can just try the wheels that I actually bought for it. I also thought about maybe doing, those do fit on there, yep. Doing 2 different wheels, trying that out, like maybe doing those Euro fans in the front and then doing 10 spokes or TE37s in the rear, but we'll see. 10 spokes, I don't know if it looks a little weird. I definitely like a little more detail, like those other ones, like I said, just look super plain. I don't know, maybe we will experiment here a little bit. So here we have the TE37 6 spokes in the back, and I put the Euro discs back in the front. Definitely gives it a little more aggression to it, I would say. Yeah, it does look pretty cool with the BBS logo and everything, and having the TE37s in the back. So those Euro discs are just so plain, but I don't know if I liked how the 10 spokes looked on here either, but it would match the Audi. So I don't know, maybe we'll just go with the 10 spokes for now. So the good thing about this is all I have to do is remove 2 screws and I can just put different wheels on. Okay, so as I was digging around in my bin of wheels here, I found these kind of bronze TE37s. It definitely hits pretty close to the KW yellow. Man, I don't know. The car's not screwed back together yet, but man, I don't know. I had one more that I wanted to try real quick. And here we are with the finished products. So I ended up just sticking with the white 10 spokes for the Porsche 935. So I think it was kind of the simplest option, and I don't know, maybe I'll look around and see if there's some other wheels that might look good on there, but I mean, it definitely doesn't look bad, and it gives the car a little more like depth and detail on the wheels than those Euro discs. And then the Audi R8, I think these were just a super easy choice. So this thing just looks super mean with all the white accents. So if you've watched the channel, you know I really like all the white rims. I've done a ton of TE37 wheel swaps, and these white 10 spokes are quickly becoming some of my top wheel choices as well. And that is gonna do it for tonight's upload. So hope you enjoyed. If so, like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video. Peace.